I have another idea, which is think about the non-enthusiast market. It may be easier to break in there. I'm going to share. Um, I'm going to share some ideas that we're exploring and trying. We learned a lot about from the subscriptions about how to sell to the non-enthusiast community, and the first thing is don't try to sell them on using a safety razor. So as I think about, okay, I'm sharing these ideas. I hope that other artisans will hop on these ideas as well. I think that really what is needed is for the community as a whole, especially those who are have a business in this community, to help grow the community. And we're all fighting over this tiny portion of the shaving market, and there's so much business out there that are currently using cartridge razors. We just have to figure out how to tap it, and there's plenty of business for everybody. So I'm trying to think about one thing we're looking at, and we're actually getting started to test it, is we do a good job with fragrances. So we're getting somebody in the community luckily has daughters who are in high school, so we're sending them EDPs, and they're going to get together all the cheerleading team and the flag squad, and basically the various groups of women at the high school, and rank these fragrances. And then we're gonna go to the fellas in school and say, hey, the ladies of ABC High School have spoken, brother, and these are the scents they want you to wear. And and kind of wrapped in a theme of being your best self. So that's what I'm thinking of to get them started. We don't really have to sell it if we can. If I'm correct, that I think that guys will, buy the scents that the ladies like. I think it can be, and it will be a fundraiser, and so the school gets 20% probably. That's one idea. Another idea is high-end barber shops. And so we don't want to teach people how to shave. Barbers know how to. If we can get in higher end barber shops, with products that sell. When I go in barber shops, the products for sale are usually sitting there collecting dust. And my initial research shows that if you can get the technicians, the folks who are actually cutting hair, to buy into the products, they can sell them. And what they want to see be a good deal. They want to, they want it to be good for their customers. And my idea is that they get commission as well. And so the reason that I say higher end barbers are, there's a huge barber supply industry, and none of us in this business can compete with the products they have. And so who would be able to buy artisan type products are higher end barbers. And so that's why I say that. And so I have several different ideas. One is, you give each technician, or the different places call folks different things, but each person gets their own soap, maybe in one of our metal bowls, and they get it for very little money. And then they have various so there's various fragrances, and their customers will smell those fragrances when they lather up their neck to shave their neck at the end of the shave. And also to have EDPs for sale, and to have splash for sale, and to come up to get it where it's a win-win for everybody. We win by selling products. The barber wins by selling products. We have somebody who knows what the heck they're doing that can teach people how to use them. And, they already know how to use most things, but we teach them if we need to on the rest. And then to have the technicians or the barbers get a piece of the pie. And especially if people would sign up for a subscription, a good subscription will last forever. Um, that's another idea we're working on, and kind of the same thing with high end men's clothing. And you notice I haven't said anything about ladies. I'll tell you, if there's a lady out there, I think there's very definitely room. First off, women support other women, and I think that's good. And marketing to women is very different than marketing to men. That's why we don't have more women's products yet, because it's, marketing to women is different. And so now we're starting to have some women on our team, and we're going to be putting more effort into that. I think that there are absolutely positively a lot of things that we as a community can do to help grow the business, and I think that might be a good way to get in. Okay, so let me summarize what I told you. So begin with the end in mind. How are you going to be different? You may not be different when you. Here's one thing I'll say. If you're going to whatever product you're going to come out with, make sure it's really good when you release it. So let's say you're going to make shave soap. I'll help people get started on making shave soap. I'm, not going to give away the, secret recipe or anything, but I'll help folks get started. But it needs to be as good as any on the market when you bring it to market. If you come to market and the base is not as good and the fragrances aren't as good, it takes an awful lot to overcome that. And so I can tell you what we did, which was me at that time. I bought the most popular soap bases on the market, and I tested and tested and tested. I shaved half my face with one, half the face with the other, and then switch it on the next shave. And sometimes I'd have to go back and forth a few more times. But when that soap was released, it was as good as anything on the market. Now, didn't have that reputation yet, but it was. And I would highly encourage you to make sure that whatever you go to market with is your A game, because it will just be so much easier. And whether it's, a lather bowl, make sure that bowl is really good. Before we came out with our bowl, which has sold very, very well for us, I did a ton of research to figure out how to have the bowl made so that it would do a phenomenal job of generating lather, and it does. And so whatever you're going to come to market with, bring the A game. And so how are you going to be different? I'm here to tell you, if you want to make real money, it's hard. It's hard work. It is not easy work. And just be prepared. And that's a universal truth. Being an entrepreneur is not an easy path. It's a hard path. Now, this path gives me life. My life force comes from creating happy customers here. I would be in bad shape if I didn't have this business. So it's hard, but it's so rewarding. Get creative. There are great ideas that haven't been thought of. And make sure that you have advisors and pick them wisely. And here's one thing I can tell you. If you have an idea and all of your advisors disagree with it, it's not a good idea. That's just that. And one thing very important that I forgot to mention, you need to do costing from the beginning. And a business can't make a profit if you don't know what your costs are. a challenge this industry faces is a lot of people are part-time in it. And so, whether the business makes a profit or not is not that important. And I was shocked when I started doing the costing. I was absolutely shocked at what I learned. And we there are folks in the industry who don't really know their what their costs are, and that's a challenge if for the folks who are looking to have a profitable company. But you have to get a handle on those costs from the get-go. I'll probably do a video showing how to do costing. Okay, that's enough for this episode. Thank you so very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.